protein DNA interaction. Now, how we determine that given protein is DNA binding protein or not? Suppose I am giving you Taq polymerase and I ask you, please design an experiment to show that yes, this protein is interacting with given DNA. What will you do? There are several proteins which interact with DNA, but which experiment you will perform to show interaction? So, simplest way to check mobility assay. This method is known as electrophoretic mobility shift assay. So, if we wish to find out whether our protein is interacting with this given DNA or not, so what we do? We run a DNA in the J, and in second well, we run DNA mixed with that protein, uh, possibly interacting protein which you have, and then run on J. So what you will see? So if that DNA is alone, it will migrate faster, and if that DNA is interacting with the protein, then you will see slow migration. That is known as shifting, Yale shift assay. So if that DNA will bind with that protein, or you can say protein will bind with DNA, then migration of that DNA will be shifted upward. It will slow down because of increasing molecular weight. It will slow. So you can see here, this is diagrammatic representation. So when we add DNA alone, this is not my experiment, but when you add DNA alone, so suppose this is migrating here. When we mix that DNA with our protein here, this is protein and this is probe. Probe means DNA labeled with radioactive things, radioactive element. So if we add here only probe, so it will migrate here. If we add mix probe with DNA, so if that DNA and protein is interacting, so it will shift upward. So here in J, you can see band movement, upward movement, that is shifting. Are you getting? That is J shift assay. Only you should understand this too. Suppose if we have antibody against that protein which are interacting with then DNA. So if we mix all three, then what will happen? It becomes more heavier. So this is known as super shifting. You can see more upward migration, means slower migration. That's why you are seeing upward band. So this is super shifting. Then there are different methods. People are checking whether this DNA protein interaction is specific or not. So what they did? So they added probe, a specific competitor, and then protein. So if there is a specific competitor, then what will happen? It will again, a specific competitor, you can see this is not label. So if your this is a specific, so it will compete and it will remove this probe. So again, what will happen? All probe become free and it will migrate like natural. Your protein and DNA is here somewhere, but since this is not label, so you are not able to see it. So in this way, we can find out a specific binding of that DNA and protein. If it is non-specific, so you add some mutant competitor and then you can check. So here, in this fourth well, again, since this is mutant, it cannot compete because binding of protein is very specific. That's why again it is showing upward, because this competitor is not able to bind with that protein due to mutation or non-specificity. So you can see again this shifting. So this is electrophoretic mobility shift assay. By this experiment, this is in vitro experiment, we can easily show that which means protein DNA interaction. If we have known interacting this protein is available and DNA is available, then we can show this through this experiment. We don't need this labeled probe always. If you have sufficient amount of DNA, then you don't need this probe. You can take that DNA alone and you can, this is autoradiograph, that since this is level. But if you have sufficient amount of protein and DNA, then simple you can run through gel and stain with ethidium bromide and you can see that upward movement. This is shifting. This is known as shifting. This is super shifting because that antibody bind with protein and that protein bind your DNA. So it becomes more heavier. So there is super shift. This is known as super shift. Fine. This is in vitro experiment.